for anyone listening, there's also been some more recent interviews, mainly by Bernard. And I mean, I'm sure we at Destiny are really grateful for Bernard, because he was the first one to start pushing through the veils of the system and stopping the acceptance of powerlessness and brainwashing that we have all been subjected to within this world. He was the first to stand up and start speaking and start sharing common sense beyond any belief, beyond any dogma, beyond any ideology. So he may be loud and striking, but he has no interest in being a leader in the sense of what we call leader in this world. In fact, he would like us all to be leaders of ourselves in self-honesty. He would like us all to be free of the brainwashing and able to stand as self-willed equals of life. This is a simplistic point, and anyone that is not willing to grasp it, because I mean, I really cannot comprehend how people can have any difficulty grasping such a simplistic point. The only reason I can see for the inability to grasp is major brainwashing. So yes, I was saying that there's been some recent interviews on water and the human and the resonant process and how the resonances work through and as water. And these interviews are a great addition to Emoto's research. I mean, what did Emoto actually show? That water is programmable, that water is formable. And I mean, if the human being is made up mostly of water, then the same goes for the human being. Now, the tricky question is how? How is this functioning? How does this work? And that is what we require to understand if we as human beings want to take back the power we have given to this world system, this atrocity of a world system that we have created. And again, here we have this infinity cycle, this vicious cycle where we have created the system, but in turn the system creates us. And this is how it goes and goes and goes, and it never stops. So Emoto's research is cool up to one point, but there's several questions that Emoto did not ask, and these are the questions that Bernard asks, for instance. And so I see it as a continuation and more in-depth investigation of what water actually is, the relation between water and consciousness, and what the human being is within this all, and what the human being can be through self-will. So, to come back to the point of my response to this YouTube user, what fascinates me is how an important point like this that concerns human development in the world, such point is taken, and instead of it being about this point, and instead of it being about coming together and finding solutions and finding an understanding that will benefit mankind and humanity as a whole, this YouTube user twists the point and makes it about a personal attack against, for instance, Bernard Pullman, and an attempted defamation of the Destiny Group. And I'm making this response because I do not wish to leave such points, you know, just hanging out there with no response and no reply. But at the same time, I see it as a really petty attempt to be self-righteous. And I find this is a trait that is seen in most of the haters' videos, where they will try and take on one point, but throughout their video they twist the point and spit out empty accusations and claims and misinterpretations about Destiny, and make it into a personal attack against the one group that is standing for the unification of life.